The rideshare industry, as dictated by Uber and Lyft, is broken. Between hidden pay structures, algorithmic manipulation, legislative fights, it's a mess. So what would happen if a company with a lot of capital that actually cared about drivers and riders decided to enter the fray? Let's discuss. So first off, this isn't total fantasy. There are smaller platforms like Rides that are trying to make the rideshare space better. But overall, the space is basically entirely dictated by Uber and Lyft. They have way too much control. Now, if there was a really serious company that had a lot of capital and wanted to launch nationwide, what would that look like? What would that platform look like? I have some ideas on what I would like it to look like. As far as the company structure, it should be a privately held company until the entire fleet is autonomous. That is when they can go public if they want to. And I say autonomous because there will be a day where these fleets are fully autonomous. That may be 20, 30 years from now. It's not happening anytime soon. Lyft and Uber went public many years ago, and that has adversely affected the rideshare industry, both for drivers and for riders. Drivers are getting paid ridiculously low wages, and riders are paying exorbitant fares sometimes. These companies should not be trying to make money for Wall Street off the backs of drivers, the lifeblood of their companies. As far as pay structure, drivers should be paid on a basic time and distance model. We should be getting paid for our actual output, how many miles we've driven, how much time we've driven, and that pay should not be completely divorced from what the rider pays. Sometimes the riders pay exorbitant rates and the drivers get paid almost nothing. That's ridiculous. That should not happen. And this ridiculously low pay for drivers has created legislative fights in many markets, like here in Minnesota. Yes, now here we are paid actual per mile and permanent rates, but why did it have to take a legislative fight to get it to that point, to get us to the point where we're actually getting paid a good wage? And also complete transparency. Drivers should know what they're getting paid based on everything that's being taken out from that fare, and also riders should know what they're paying. A company like Rides is doing exactly this. Here's an example of their breakdown. This is complete transparency. Now, in terms of the goal of this newer company, they should only want to try to capture 5% of the market, which is still massive. And in turn, this company would be a lot tighter of an operation, a lot less drivers. Drivers need to be vetted a lot better. Not just anyone that wants to drive on the platform should be able to. You should be more qualified. And by keeping it tighter, by having higher quality drivers, this should mean fewer customer service issues, so not requiring a bloated support team. Also, as far as passengers, in my opinion, infrequent passengers are the best. They're the most respectful, they tip more often, they're often going to the airport. A company that wants to capture a small portion of the market with high quality drivers, high quality riders, that's the platform that I would want to drive for. Also, in terms of execution, Rides launched here in Minneapolis almost a year ago, and I feel like there's not a good enough rider base. You need to get riders on the platform. You need to incentivize riders to come onto the platform. So initially, you do need to give some discounted or free rides. And then over time, you can slowly but surely charge riders more. And infrequent riders, I know personally as an infrequent rider, I would be willing to pay more for a better platform than Uber and Lyft, a higher quality platform. And I'm not talking about paying ridiculous amounts more, but just a few dollars more is well worth it if you're getting a higher quality service. And as far as the driver app experience, of course, we still need to see all of that upfront information, but we also need more time to look at all of that upfront information. We need about 20 seconds. I'd say that is the sweet spot. Currently, you have 10 seconds on Uber, 15 on Lyft. On Rides, you have 30 seconds. I feel like 20 is plenty. Also, requests need to be exclusive to one driver at a time. No more trip radar bullshit. No more live rides that are sitting on the map that just any driver in the area can try and capture. These requests need to go out exclusively to one driver at a time. And there also should be a 3-minute maximum cancellation window when you arrive at a passenger's pickup location. Hopefully with these infrequent riders, they're a lot better and they're ready on the curb when you arrive at their pickup location. But the mentality with the rider base should be request when you're completely ready, not make a request and then finish brushing your teeth or putting things away. Also, no stops. This is the platform for no stops. If you want to make a stop, request a ride on Uber and Lyft. On this platform, you're not making any stops. And also, as far as acceptance and cancellation rates, if it's a high quality enough platform, these won't be an issue at all. But in summary, that's what I feel like the ideal rideshare company would look like. And if a serious player wanted to enter the space and be the highest quality platform, I feel like this could be done. But what do all of you think? What would your ideal rideshare company look like? Were there other things that I should have included? Leave a comment below and let us know. Overall, I am sick and tired of every single driver and rider being needled, bleeding every single driver and rider for as much as they can. It's ridiculous. There's plenty to go around. This has to stop. If you've yet to download the Solo app to help you manage your rideshare business and earn more, our referral link is in the description. We also have a free newsletter, and the link to sign up for that is in the description as well. If you've yet to watch my previous video about issues that I'm having with Uber's in-app navigation, be sure to check that one out. Thanks again for watching and drive safe. Thanks.